next we have vertically opposite angle. Now what is vertically opposite angle? When the two lines intersect, that means intersecting lines, then angles formed here like this and this are called, these two are opposite angle. Okay, and if you consider this angle and this angle, then this also will be vertically opposite angle. So if it is angle 1 and angle 2, according to the property of vertically opposite angle, that angle 1 and angle 2 will be equal. What is the reason behind it? These two are vertically opposite angle. Okay. Similarly, if you consider as angle 3 and angle 4, then angle 3 and angle 4 is also equal. What is the reason behind it? It's vertically opposite angle. So vertically opposite angle means when the two lines intersect, then the angle formed is known as angle formed. Means here we have got four angles, isn't it? And opposite means if you are considering this angle, then the angle in front of this angle is this. So these two will be equal. Again, if you are considering this angle, then the opposite means in front of it. Okay, so angle in front of angle 3 is angle 4. So these are vertically opposite angle, and these vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay, now suppose this is given. Okay, and here it is given that 40 degree. You have to find this. So what will be this? As we can see that these two are intersecting line because it intersect at this point. Suppose it is point O. So here these two are opposite angles, and according to the property of vertically opposite angle, what is that? According to the property, vertically opposite angles are equal. So if this is 40 degree, then this also will be 40 degree, isn't it? So this was all about vertically opposite angle. Now next we have pair of lines. Now at first we have intersecting line. Intersecting lines you already know. When the two lines meet at a point or crosses each other, then it is known as intersecting line, and this is called point of intersection. Okay, so these two here, if I consider as L1 and L2, then L1 and L2 are intersecting lines, and suppose they meet at point O, then this point O is known as point of intersection. Okay, now we have parallel lines. Now what are parallel lines? So parallel lines are lines which never intersect. Okay, and the distance between the lines will always same. So these L1 and L2, these two are parallel line which never intersect. Now what is transversal line? Suppose we have two lines and one line cut these two lines at two different points. At two distinct points it cuts the line. Suppose this is L1 and L2, and suppose this is suppose this is line P. Okay, so this P line cut this L1 and L2 at two different points, say R and S. So this is called transversal line. Okay, now when we have this transversal, then some angle is formed. So let us discuss about those angles. So here L1 and L2, these two lines are there, and P, which is a transversal line, cut these two lines at two different points, which is R and X. Now here some angle is formed. Say this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. Now at first we will find which are interior angles here. Okay, now interior means inside. So here, see, this line is there and this line is there. So we will just see which angles are inside of this. So it is 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll write angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. Okay. Now next we have exterior angle. Now exterior means which is outside. Now which angles are outside? Now let's check. See, this is the line and these angles are outside of this. So we will write angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. Okay. 2, 7 and 8. Now next we have corresponding angles. Now what are corresponding angles? Now to find corresponding angles, we will see the angles which is on the same side and same position. Like if you see the right side, see this is this and this. So same side and same position. So this is the right side and here is also the upper part of the, like here, this is the transversal line and here this is the first line. So here one angle is formed and here also this is also the upper part. So we can write it as angle 2 and angle 6. Again, if you check the down one, these and this is also corresponding. So that means if you see the right side, then angle 2 and angle 6, this 2 and this 6 is the upper part. Okay, so here these two are corresponding. Again, if you check the down part, but the same side. Okay, same side. So angle 3 and angle 7. Next, if you check the left part, so this is the upper part and this is also the upper part. So it's angle 1 and angle 5. So angle 1 and angle 5. And the last one is down one, this and this, that means angle 4 and angle 8. Okay. Now next we have alternate interior angles. Now interior means inside, alternate means if you take the left side, then another angle you will have to take on the right side. So this is the inside portion, isn't it? Now if you take this angle, then the another interior angle will be this, because we are taking here on the left and another angle should be on the right. So it will be angle 4 and angle 6. And another another alternate interior angle is if you take the angles on the right side, then another angle you will have to take on the left side. So it's angle 3 and angle 5. Okay, so these are the alternate interior angles. Now alternate exterior means outside. So alternate means if you take the angle which is on the left, then another will be on the right. So this is the outer portion. So it is angle 1 and angle 7. And another exterior angle is, see, if you take the angle on the right side, then you will have to take another angle on the left side. So it is angle 2 and angle 8. So these are the alternate exterior angle. Now next we have pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal. Now see, this is the transversal line. Now transversal line means a line which crosses the two lines at two different points, isn't it? Now we will have to find the pair of interior angle on the same side of transversal. Now if you see the left hand side, these two are the angles which are on the same side of the transversal. So it is angle 4 and 5. Okay, and another pair of interior angles which are on the same side of transversal is this and this. So that means it is angle 3 and angle 6. Okay. Now our last topic is transversal or parallel lines. Like if the lines are parallel and if a transversal line cut those parallel line, then what are the relation between the angles? So at first we have corresponding angles, okay? Which are equal. So these and this, so angle 1 will be equal to angle 6, angle 2 will be equal to angle 5, okay, angle 4 will be equal to angle 8 and angle 3 will be equal to angle 7, okay. Now next, alternate interior angles are also equal. Now alternate means, as I said, if you take the left side, then you will have to take the right side. That means it is angle 4 and angle 5. So angle 4 and angle 5 will be equal, okay. Since these L1 and L2 are parallel, corresponding angles are equal, alternate interior angles are also equal. So angle 4 is equals to angle 5, angle 3 is equals to angle 6, okay. Next, alternate exterior angles are also equal, okay. So let us find which are the alternate exterior. Now exterior means outside. Now which are outside? See, these angles are outside. So we will have to take the alternate, means if you take the left one, then another angle you will have to take on the right side. So it's angle 1 and angle 7. So these two will be equal and angle 2 will be equal to angle 8. Okay, so these are the alternate exterior angles and these are equals if these lines are parallel, okay. And the last property of parallel lines are, if transversal line cuts the parallel line, then interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. Now supplementary means, as you know, that sum of two angles will be 180 degree. Now interior angles on the same side. See, this is the interior portion and these two angles, angle 3 and angle 5, are on the same side. So angle 3 and angle 5, so the sum of the angles of angle 3 and angle 5 will be supplementary. Supplementary means will be 180 degree. Similarly, if you see the right hand side, angle 4 and angle 5 is there on the same side of transversal and the sum of this angle will be 180 degree, okay. So we will write angle 3 plus angle 5 is equals to 180 degree and angle 4 plus angle 6 is also 180 degree. So if the interior angle on the same side of transversal is supplementary, then the lines are parallel, okay.